Hello, welcome back. Amber Hagberg here again for the awesomeness section of Satya Truthfulness. In this way, we integrate being true to ourselves on the mat by honoring our body, by taking modifications when you need, resting, taking days off. To be open and honest with yourself is setting yourself up for success. If you're someone who knows that you are not going to practice in the evening, call yourself out and get your ass on the mat in the morning. I know for me personally, I spent years telling myself, I'll do it later when I come home. Yeah, I was just continuously lying to myself because when I came home, I was exhausted. I really began to create a daily yoga asana practice when I started it in the morning. So here is a short, sweet, to the point Satya practice for the standing poses. The ways in which you can incorporate Satya truthfulness off of the mat is speaking up. If you're no longer interested in a relationship, you have to end it. If someone is crossing boundaries and not treating you the way that you want to be treated, you have to stand in your power and be willing and open to go through the consequences that come with you being honest and real to yourself because you deserve it. All right, so here's a short, sweet asana practice for standing postures as we honor Satya, truthfulness. Meet me on the mat. Find your way onto your hands and knees. Tabletop position. Before we begin any asana practice or series, we start with a warm-up. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Spread your fingers wide as you press the tops of your feet into the floor. Tone your belly. Inhale, lengthen, extend your heart towards the sky and you lift your sitting bones up, cow. Exhale, tuck your chin around your spine, cat. Two more just like this. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. After your third exhalation, inhale, neutral spine, tabletop position. Kickstand your left toes out to the side and stack your left shoulder over the left wrist, your left hip over the left knee. As you extend your right leg back behind you, turn your right toes towards the right. Stack your right hip over your right shoulder over your left shoulder. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky, look up, stretch and reach your right arm overhead. Press through all four corners of your right foot as you reach and lengthen through your right arm. Breathe through the right side body. Look down to the earth, release back into tabletop position, hands and knees. Switch sides, kickstand your right toes out, stack your shoulders and your hips. Inhale, left arm up. Extend and lengthen your left arm over the ear. Gaze to the sky, tone your belly. Make sure you have the Ujjayi breath as you return back into tabletop position. Slightly restrict the backside of your throat. With your toes curled under, walk your arms about 2 hands distance forward out in front of your shoulders. Press through your palms. Press through the balls of your feet. Hug your forearms in, hover your knees. Lift your sitting bones to the sky, come up onto the balls of your feet. Press the earth away with your hands as you send your heels back, downward dog. Remember here, come forward into plank pose. Shoulders are over the wrists. This is the distance of your down dog. You can always check it with your plank as you find your way back into downward facing dog. Hug your forearms towards one another as you wrap the scapula bones around the sides of your body. Tone your belly, tilt your sitting bones up. Inhale, lengthen your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee. Keep your shoulders square to the earth as you lift your right knee up. Hug your right heel towards your butt and lift your right knee higher towards the sky. Breathe through the top of your right hip flexor. Inhale, straighten your right leg square and level your hips. On your next exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands, low runner's lunge. Lift up high. Onto the ball of your left foot, left ankle over the ball of the foot, bend your right knee deeply. Press down through your legs. Tone your belly, inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms to the sky. Here, settle into your feet. Hug your legs towards one another as you create length. Reach through your arms, extend through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, place your hands down to frame your right toes. Look forward, shift your weight into your right leg, lift your left leg parallel to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, supported warrior 3. Press your left leg back behind you. Keep your hips level to the earth. Inhale, lengthen, tuck your chin slightly. Exhale, forward fold, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Bring the shoulder blades towards the spine as you draw your chin to your chest and your forehead towards your right shin, standing splits. Bend your right knee, lower the left heel to the earth at a 45-degree angle, heel to heel alignment. Right knee bent, tone your belly, inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, arms up. Place your hands onto your hips. If your hips are super open towards the left, bring your feet into 2 separate train tracks rather than heel to heel alignment. Otherwise, working to square your hips towards the front. And I say working because this is an intense hip opening posture, and to have your hips completely squared to the front of your mat takes time. Reach your arms up, Virabhadrasana 1. Strong fluid breath. Exhale, place your hands to the mat, lift your left heel, step both feet back, downward facing dog. Check the distance of your down dog as you rock forward into high plank pose, heart forward, heels back. Bend your knees, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hips. Bring your left shoulder back down towards the earth. Shoulders stay level to the mat. Stack your hips, left hip over right. Hug your left heel to your bum. Extend your left knee higher towards the sky. Straighten your left leg, level out your hips. Left pinky toe towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Gently place your left foot forward. Feet in 2 separate train tracks. High up onto the ball of your right foot, bend your left knee deeply. Activate your legs, inhale, rise up. Full crescent lunge, reach your arms towards the sky. Palms near one another here. Exhale, bring your fingertips to frame your left toes. Shift your weight forward into your left foot, lift your right leg, shoulders over the wrists. Continue to lengthen through the crown of your head, a gentle tuck of your chin as you level your pelvis out. Press through your left foot, lift your left hip, lower your right. Extend your right leg back behind you. Inhale, exhale, standing splits. Bend your left knee, lower the back right foot down. Root down into your legs, inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Widen the distance of your feet if you need more space to open your hips towards the front of your mat. Settle through the feet, active through the legs. Extend and lengthen through the upper body, out through the crown of the head and through the fingertips. Lower your hands to the earth. Step back, high plank pose. Ankles over the balls of the feet. Shoulders over the wrists. Heart forward. Strong core, heels back. Bend your knees, guide your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Turn your back left heel in. Right heel intersects the left arch. Gaze forward. Reach your left arm towards the top of your mat. Root down into your legs and open towards your left. Virabhadrasana 2, rise up. Gaze forward over your right middle finger. Here, make sure that your right knee is over the right ankle and shoulders are over the hips. Keep your back left side body active and open. Reach your left arm back and your right arm overhead, reverse warrior. Breathe in through the front side of your body, right ribcage, bend your right knee. Lower your hands down to frame your right foot, lift your left heel. Press back and through Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step the left foot through. Turn the right heel in. Active through your legs. Be open as you cartwheel your arms up. Virabhadrasana 2. And be honest here with yourself. Is there one side of the body that is tighter than the other? Can you soften and be compassionate towards yourself if you notice one side tends to be tighter? Rather than judging it, practicing ahimsa, allow it. And then be truthful. If you need a little bit less on one side, soften. Inhale, reach forward and back. Reverse warrior. Big breath through the left side body. Keep your left knee bent and opening out into the left. As you release your hands back down to frame your left foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Come forward, shoulders over the wrists, knees to the earth, tabletop position. Bring your feet over to the left. Sit onto your right hip. Settle in. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand to the outside of your right knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chest, and exhale, gentle twist to your right. Sometimes living in our truth, being honest, is challenging. It's hard. But the truth sets you free. Inhale, release your shoulders and your gaze forward. Swing your feet over towards the right now as you come onto your left hip. Inhale, lengthen your arms to the sky. And exhale, twist towards your right as an offering to move into something discomforting, to speak your truth. You twist. You go into those directions that we don't always go. Because living from a place of truth isn't always easy, but the truth sets you free. Inhale, gaze forward, release the twist. Swing your legs out all the way in front of you. Legs parallel. Bend your knees and come to about the middle of your mat. You'll grab onto the front side of your shins. Look forward. Hug your knees into your heart. Roll onto your back. With your hands here onto your shins, straighten your arms to create a nice lumbar curve in the low back. Press your head, shoulders, and sacrum into the earth as you take a couple breaths right here. Straighten your right leg out to the right corner of your mat, the left leg out to the left corner of your mat. Press into your sacrum, lift your shoulders, and separate the shoulder blades out wider apart. Arms come down by your sides, palms face up. Feel your breath. Notice the blood flowing, and if you're like me, I'm sweating. It doesn't take much to sweat. And now here you are. Sometimes being honest with ourselves means knowing that we don't have 1 hour to do asana today. But being true to ourselves means getting onto the mat with the time that you do have. that it's not always about the length as it is about the consistency and the commitment, that at the beginning of this course you took a vow, and that was to show up, to practice self-care, no matter how much time you have. You made you a priority, and that is living truth. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Inhale your arms overhead. Bend your knees. Shift your hips to the left and roll onto the right side of your body. Rest your ear into your shoulder. Press into your left hand and rise your way up into a seated position to close our practice. Bring your hands to your heart, and as you press the palms together in Anjali Mudra, create a mantra to move you throughout your day. It's a gesture of being committed to your truth. It can be something like, today I speak my truth. Today I walk from a place of integrity. I vow to show up in 100% transparency. Set a mantra. Use this mantra with you throughout your day. We'll close with one final inhale. Release your hands down by your sides and open your eyes to the light. The light is the truth, and you are truth. Past all of the humanness, may you move throughout your day from 100% transparency and truth, living Satya. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you all very soon.